Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I am on here to talk about hip hop. I know that it's the year 2022. Okay, I know what year it is, but there's nothing new going on in hip hop. Hip hop sounds the same, decade after decade. It's the same old stuff. The lyrics are the same. There may be new people, new rappers, but they're rapping the same thing that the rappers were rapping back in the 90s. It's the same old stuff. It ain't nothing new. It's the same old stuff. It's just a whole different decade. Okay? They're rapping, it's the same thing that's being rapped. The same thing. I know that it's the year 2022. But hip hop, there's nothing new under the sun. Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 1:14, I've seen all these things done under the sun. All of them are meaningless, chasing the wind. I observed everything under the sun. Really, it's all meaningless, chasing the wind. Hip hop is the same stuff. Okay, it ain't nothing new. It may be newer rappers, but they're not doing nothing new. They doing the same thing the rappers did back in the 90s, rapping about the same stuff. It's the same old stuff. It ain't nothing new. It's meaningless. Same old stuff. I wasn't always a godly man. I didn't always have a relationship with Christ. I grew up listening to Run DMC and all that, and then when we got to the 90s, I kind of threw that away. And I started listening to all the cussing stuff. Used to try to take up for it. Till God showed me the light, showed me that that didn't line up with His word. But the hip hop ain't nothing new. They think they doing something new. It ain't nothing new. It's all the same stuff. They was rapping about that stuff that they're rapping about way back in the 90s. It's the same old stuff. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. It's all the same. Observe everything under the sun. Really, it's all meaningless, chasing the wind. Same old stuff. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. But simple-minded people buy anything. You got simple-minded people in this world. The Bible talks about a simple-minded person. A simple-minded person will listen to anything. Okay? But it ain't nothing new with hip-hop. Ain't nothing new. Same old stuff. The rappers from the rappers today are copying off the rappers from the 90s. It's the same old stuff. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. They was talking about ice and chain and car back in the 90s. Way before we had internet. It ain't nothing new. It ain't what's going on now ain't nothing new. Same old stuff. It's meaningless. Chasing the wind. It's all empty. Just because it's a new year, a new decade, it's the same old stuff. Decade after decade, same old lyrics. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. The simple minded believe anything you tell them. The simple minded believe anything.
According to web.mit.edu, a simple man believes anything, but a prudent man gives thought to his steps. A wise man fears the Lord and shuns evil, but a fool is hot-headed and reckless.
So a simple minded person believe anything. They don't care. They'll put anything in their ear. They don't care. They so caught up in entertainment. A simple minded person believe anything. Anything. Same old stuff over and over again. Decade after decade after decade after decade. Same old stuff. I've heard some of those lyrics going up and down the road. Same old stuff. Same old stuff. Ain't nothing new. Chasing the wind. It's empty. It's empty. It's all empty. And these kids really think these people got it going on. And they don't. Empty. all the money in the world can't buy you a spot in heaven. Your money is no good. Your money is no good in heaven. Okay? Your money can't buy you everything. Money can't buy no peace. It can't buy no hope. It can't buy no joy. It can't do none of that. It can't do any of that. Chasing the wind. Empty, 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 empty. Ain't nothing new. Chasing the wind, Solomon. It's empty. It's meaningless. It's meaningless what they rapping about. But the simple-minded man or woman, they believe anything. The simple-minded man believe anything. It says the meaning of chasing the wind. Chasing the wind. The book of Ecclesiastes used the phrase of chasing the wind at least 7 times. Speaking on chasing the wind is relating to them things of the whole book have said all these things are done up under the sun. All of them are meaningless. Chasing the wind, chasing out the monetary things, pursue. So chasing out the empty stuff, platinum chains, platinum watches, all that stuff is empty. It's empty. But simple-minded men and women buy anything. Simple-minded people put anything in their mind. Simple-minded men and women put anything in their mind. They believe anything. These teenagers believe anything. They believe anything. So ain't nothing new. I know this is the year 2022. But hip hop, there's nothing new up under the sun. The lyrics are the same. What they rapping about, they rapping about stuff that was rapped about back in the 90s. It's the same old stuff. Ain't nothing new. And I don't have a desire for explicit lyrics no more. I don't have a desire for that no more. Jesus Christ has took that desire out of me. I don't have a desire for that. Hip hop is tired. It don't matter how much money it makes. Same old stuff. But the simple-minded man or woman is in love with those lyrics. The simple-minded person, you can't talk to them. They believe anything. So meaningless, chasing the wind. It's meaningless. Ice, cars, women, jewelry. It's all meaningless because you can't take none of it with you. It's empty. And that's what the young men think success is. That's not success. That's fake success. Having a platinum chain, you could have a disease in your body. The platinum chain and the money and the fame won't help you. The platinum chain ain't gonna help you. It's not gonna help you when you sick. It's not gonna help you when you hurting. That's not success. So many young men and women are caught up in these lyrics. It's not about the word hip hop, it's about the lyrics. Solomon right here in the Bible had a lot of money. He said it was meaningless when he surveyed all the stuff that he had. He did an inventory and said it was meaningless, and that's what they're doing, chasing the wind. And a lot of young men and women in high school, middle school, college, they think that's success. Riding on 32s and all, that's not no success because you riding on big rims. You can pull out in the parking lot, bam, that car can get hit. That's not success. Hip hop is all about image. They paint this image that's not real. The image that hip hop is painting is not real. It's a fake image. That's a fake image. Chasing the wind, chasing money, cars, clothes, women, fame. It's empty. My brother in Christ, Solomon, right here in the Bible, had all that. It's meaningless. But simple minded, they're simple minded. Okay, they believe anything. It's empty. It's all empty. It's empty. I know I can't have this conversation with people out on the street because a lot of people are not open to hear God's truth because guess what? They caught up in these lyrics. They caught up in that. All this stuff is meaningless. It's meaningless. These treasures I possess, only you can satisfy me, Jesus. It's meaningless. What they rapping about is meaningless. Can't take it with you. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. It's empty. Chasing the wind. It's empty, empty, empty. What they rapping about is meaningless. It's meaningless, 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 meaningless. But I pray for them though, because they don't know. It's meaningless. Bye bye.